Hello, hello. My Lord, my hair was okay a few moments ago. I am trying out something new. I'm trying to go live with my phone because in the last little bit, my live streams have been quite horrible. You need to stop running around because you're making the phone go all wobbly, okay, bud? So hopefully there is a smoother stream here and it's not all glitchy and freezing. So please let me know in the chat if you can see anything. And then I've got my computer running here so I can see the chat. So this is all very new. I'm just gonna wait and see if anybody shows up. Bottle Caps is here. Yay, Bottle Caps. Ralph's trucking, hello. It's cool, I can see the chat on my phone screen, so I don't even really need the computer, even though I'll keep it running so I can type. Let me know if this is working a little bit better than when I live stream with my computer and my webcam. So far it looks okay. Let me know if you can hear me. This is all new. 2 ATVs, hello, welcome. Trying something new, trying to do a little live streaming on my phone. And if this works, then this is gonna be the new way that I do things. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Somebody, anybody in the chat, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if things are glitching out just so that I feel good about the stream. I hear great. Thank you, Ralph. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Before we get started on all of the travel trivia and things like that, it's a special day in our household. Somebody in our house is turning 6 years old today.
I'm 6.
Can't hear anything. It's perfect. Bottle Caps, don't do that to me. She has chocolate all over her face because she just had some desserts. So yes, it's Abby's birthday today.
I'm 6.
She is 6. Hi, Dwayne. Thanks for joining. Hello, hello. Hopefully you're not frozen up there in Edmonton. Someone said happy birthday. Yes, good reading. Yes, she's already reading, 6 years old.
I read when I was 5. What?
Yes. And
I'm building Lego.
Yes, so she got a Lego Frozen Castle for her birthday.
No, not a Frozen Castle, an Arendelle Castle.
An Arendelle Castle.
Ow, I stepped on a piece of Lego.
So she's been working on putting this together, so hopefully that'll keep them busy while I'm live streaming. Oh, Ralph said happy birthday, young rabbit. Yeah, there you are. Pretty cool.
Yeah, how can that go to your phone to your computer?
The magic of technology, my son. Okay. You guys need to back off a tiny wee bit.
Okay.
Dwayne, I was taught to read and write before I was in kindergarten. Yes, that was my goal too. She was reading a little bit before kindergarten, but now she's on to level 1 books, so we're all very proud here. And this little guy's in preschool, and we're trying to get him to learn how to read, but so far he doesn't seem super interested, but he does love math. Hey, bud, what's 2 plus 3?
2 plus 3?
Don't let me down.
5.
Good job. So she's like me. She's into language and writing and reading.
6 plus 6 equals 12.
And he's like his dad. He
8
likes math.
4 plus 4 equals 8.
Good job. Okay.
And 5 plus 3 equals 8.
All right. Good work. Okay, sit down. I know you love how my... This is why I don't live stream with the kids in the room very much. I try and get them to watch a movie. Okay, enough.
Oh no,
Drive me
I'm
crazy.
missing some pieces on this.
Hello, the traveling Shintoist. Welcome. I still have your rabbit's foot in my purse. It's still super cold out, but I will get it mailed. I promise, I promise, I promise. Kids are taking over the live stream. I'm so glad that it's clear though. This is so much better than me buffering with all my awkward faces. You might not recognize me without me going like this and just stuck like that for 5 minutes. So maybe every now and then I'll just freeze my face so that you remember that you're on my stream and not someone else's. Rob Random, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, that is enough. That is enough. You're being too silly. Nope, get off me. is how it's gonna go. No worries. Good. I will get it though. That's what makes it funny. This is how the stream is gonna be, like this, with a little leech stuck to my shoulder. Angels, are we nursery? Hello from the East Coast. Oh, Anne, I'm so sorry, but we're in Alberta and we're gonna be sending you some really cold weather in about a day or two. I apologize in advance. It sucks. It is so cold here right now. Timber Hill Redbones, hello. Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday, everybody. It's the weekend. It is the weekend. I'm so excited. Not that I had to work at all this week. The schools were closed all week. It's been so cold. Can feel the warmth from my fireplace. Yes. It's on just for bottle caps because he said in my last video I didn't have it on and I totally did. Freeze my face. Go outside for 1 minute. I know, Dwayne. It's okay. You need to stop. Do you want to get in trouble in front of all these people? It'd be embarrassing, wouldn't it?
What are those?
Ralph started a new channel. It's called Ralph's Hemorrhoids. What? Oh, are you making fun of Ralph not feeling well? Gonna get nasty here tomorrow. Yes, Timber Hill Redbones. This polar vortex, they're calling it, is kind of slowly making its way across the continent. And I will be very happy when we are done with our turn. We already have it today. Oh no. Go. Go. Nope, I'm not happy. Stop. He doesn't listen. My relative completed his astronaut training. He can now go to the moon or to Mars. Is his name Josh, Dwayne? Because I saw a news article. They had a news article about 2 Albertan astronauts that finished their training, and one was a really tall, kind of lean-looking guy, young, and his name was Josh, I think. And I was wondering if that was your relative.
Okay.
Keep that stuff up there. Sorry, 2 ATVs. I don't want it anymore. You can have the polar vortex. It's Josh. Cool. So yeah, I saw him in the news. That's so exciting. Typical lad while his sister sits there pulling faces. I know. I am training 2 young ones to be future YouTubers, I think. As long as they make some money, because I know I don't. What else did I want to say? So yes, it's Abby's birthday. She's 6. We're gonna go out for dinner after this, and then we're gonna take her to
Treehouse.
her favorite play place called Treehouse. Even though apparently the heat is off in Treehouse, and they told me to make sure I dress my children in sweaters and double socks. So that's gonna be fun. I'm never gonna be warm except for this moment right here, right now. Aw, Budget Bushcraft is here. Hello, and they say happy birthday to you. Yay! And Timber Hill Redbone says happy birthday to you too. Now she feels special. What are you talking about here? Sorry, too cheap to turn the flames up. It's boiling. This is burning my back. I don't need a roaring fire. This is a nice fireplace and it's doing the trick nicely. Bottle Caps is just picky.
I was just going to turn the fireplace off because I thought you were very hot.
No, I'm perfect. They're just saying that the flames don't look very big. I think they're fine. Aw, and Angels says happy birthday to you too. And Bottle Cap sent you some birthday cakes. See? She's loving this. She is loving this. Training my baby to YouTube as well, but she's 25. So you don't need to train her. She can just jump right in.
Bottle Caps gonna hurt the birthday.
Yeah, Bottle Cap sent you birthday cakes. We should go visit Bottle Caps one day. He doesn't live too far from us. He lives on, remember the island? That's where he lives. All right, so, oh, now he's sending you McDonald's. I'm my mom's baby. I'm 55. That's right.
McDonald's. That's funny.
Okay, guys, I got to do my travel trivia now. Okay, can you do your Legos and your building?
Lego.
Parker. Parker.
I need to open up 3.
Okay, get the scissors.
Ah!
You are gonna get in so much trouble. Stop it.
Oh yeah, they're right here.
All right. The topic for today is, of course, Canadian winters. So I got some travel trivia
Sorry, Mama.
Hurry up.
I'm gonna hurry up. Just give me a second. I'm opening number 3.
I have coffee, but I think I might need some Baileys in it.
Give me number 3, number 3, number 3, number
Okay.
3.
Stop. All right, travel trivia. Canadian winters, because winter lasts about 10 months out of the year here in Canada, or at least it feels like. And so there are things that we can do to stay occupied. We don't have to lock ourselves in the house the whole time. So I thought I'd come up with some really good Canadian travel adventures for you guys to talk about. I know some of you are from Canada in the chat, but some of you aren't, and some of you might be like, there is no way I'm ever going to Canada in the wintertime. But it's worth it. There's lots to do when you're here in Canada. In the woods with Wolfie, hello. Thank you for joining in. I am streaming on my phone today, so hopefully it's not all buffery and freezing and you can hear things. I've got half frozen instant breakfast right now. Yeah, because you're in the East Coast and you're just getting that vortex, aren't you? Dwayne says, I was on a live chat recently and told the person from England, now living in America, to look up Dawson City's weather. He gasped when he saw it. I'm publishing a video on Sunday about our week this week. Stop.
Parker.
And we were legit colder than the North Pole and the South Pole combined this week. So when you look at the temperatures in the North Pole and you look at the temperatures in the South Pole, Red Deer, Alberta, which is kind of the area where I live, we were colder than both places. Looks like Ralph bailed, but I'm still here supporting. Thank you, Bottle Caps. At least Ralph showed up. Better have left a thumbs up if he bailed so early. Winter travel in Canada. Would riding my bike from Napanese, Ontario to Calgary in late December count? You did that? That's insanity. But yes, that would count. Angels lives in New Brunswick. Okay, build your thing.
I'm just doing my stretch.
Yeah, you know you're just doing your stretch. These kids. Lost my, see, now you make me lose my train of thought. Could build a snowman army. Yes, you could. You could make snow angels. You could have a big snowball fight. There's all those traditional winter things, but I tried to come up with some more like touristy travel kind of places or activities to do. So hopefully you guys know the answers to my travel trivia. How it works is I will ask the question. The first person in the chat to get it down, at least in my chat, because you know how sometimes everybody's chat's a little different. The first person to get it right will get a point, and whoever gets the most points after 10 questions wins. And once it warms up and I can get my butt down to the post office, I will send you one of my Lucky Rabbit's Foot keychains as a little prize. So I know the traveling Shintoist is still waiting for his, and I apologize. It will come. More wine. It's not wine time yet, Bottle Caps. I still have to take my child out for birthday dinner and then to a play place that's dripping with children. So after that, maybe I'll probably need wine. A neighbor came home from shopping once in the cold winter. I asked him what he bought. Frozen food. Just throw it out on the porch. You don't even need a freezer. Get drunk before. Well, I'd probably get kicked out of Treehouse if I did that, Bottle Caps. Sounds like here down in the 30s today and windy. You know, it's this weather formation. It was literally the size of our entire province, this weather formation. So I'm sure if it sweeps down into the States, it's going to be covering more than one state. You guys are going to get it. Daytime drinking. Birthday dinner. Yes, we're going to have cake. We're going to take her to Montana's because she likes to write on the table. You know how they put the brown paper on the table? And then you get to color it. That's one of her favorite restaurants.
Kind of like Boston Pizza and that kind of stuff.
Yes. 54 Punchy, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining in. Just having a little Friday afternoon travel trivia, and we haven't started the trivia yet because I've been too busy chatting and my kids are annoying me, but I'm gonna try and focus now. And get her a DQ cake. Yes, we're doing that tomorrow. My parents are coming. My parents live 2 hours away, and they're gonna come for, she's got a hockey tournament tomorrow in one of the coldest rinks in Alberta on one of the colder days. And then we're gonna have ice cream cake after to warm up. That's the plan. I am gonna be so frozen. Parker, maybe you should go downstairs. He has, He's walking around the living room with a bin over his head.
Cat.
This is what I'm dealing with.
I'm crying.
I can't even.
Crying.
It finally dropped to 4 degrees here after a 23-degree streak. Yeah, because you said you had the AC on the other day traveling Shintoist. Oh my God. I might need wine. Okay, Abby. I'm not going to show you what he looks like now because you can see his entire butt. Okay. Now it's wiggling. Okay. Sorry, I won't move it anymore. All right, let's get the trivia started. Oh my Lord. I'm gonna ask the first question. If you know the answer, type it into the chat and you get a point for having the fastest typing fingers if you get the right answer. Question number 1. Parker, stop.
Wait, now I'm gonna do couch.
Alberta vlog, hello. Another Albertan who knows the pain of the weather that we're feeling. Welcome to the chat. We're just starting the trivia, so you have very good timing. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody else. Can you be quiet? Okay, after losing the sun below the horizon for 30 days solid, the town of Inuvik celebrates its return in January with the Sunrise Festival. What province or territory is Inuvik located in? So I-N-U-V-I-K, Inuvik. Loses the sun for over a month. So they're over a month in darkness. And when the darkness lifts and the sun rises again, they have a big sunrise festival. So what province or territory can you find Inuvik in? And first on my chat is Dwayne. Dwayne gets a point. It's Northwest Territories. Good job. But Bottle Caps and Angels Are We come in at a very close second and third. Northwest Territories. So when I first read about the Sunrise Festival, I thought Inuvik was in Iqaluit. Is that how you pronounce it?
Iqaluit?
Yes. Oh my God, this kid is driving me to distraction. But it is Northwest Territories, so I'm going to give a point to Dwayne. I think he's on his worst behavior right now because... Okay, you guys need to go downstairs.
I'm just so funny.
No, it's not. You're encouraging him to misbehave. Okay? Parker, can you go up to your room for a little bit till you calm down? Okay? You're not acting very good. Let's see if he listens. Okay, a point for Dwayne. Oh, he actually listened. It's a miracle. Hello, loved Juana. Welcome. Thank you for joining in on the chat. We are doing our Canadian winter travel trivia. We just had question number 1, and I just sent my son to his room. So we'll see how the rest of the stream goes. He's stomping up the stairs right now.
Okay, that's not funny.
No, it's not funny. Parenthood is a joy. It's a gift every day. Of course, I gave him the stink eye. You guys got to see my junior high teacher evil eye. That's how I control those junior high kids. Okay, enough. I'm gonna smash that Lego.
No.
Well, you better get building it.
I don't know what to put these stickers. I was thinking kind of like this.
Follow the instructions.
I'm trying to.
Question number 2. There is a raging river located in a deep and rocky canyon called Malin Canyon that turns to an icy walkway when the water levels drop and the river freezes over. The canyon walls also feature frozen waterfalls. So what national park is Malin Canyon found in? And Malin Canyon is spelled M-A-L-I-G-N-E. So Malin Canyon. And I'll give you a big hint. I've been to it. I have a video of it on my channel. Can you go up there and tell him to stop stomping, please?
All right.
He is being so bad right now. So what national park is Malin Canyon found in? Now, if I've been there, it's got to be one in Alberta, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's not Banff National Park. It's not Banff. Never heard of it before. It is beautiful, Angels Are We. So in the summer, the water levels are super high and rushing, and In the Woods with Wolfie gets the right answer. It's Jasper National Park. Jasper National Park.
Okay, I'm ready.
So In the Woods with Wolfie. Sorry, let me just write this down. In the Woods, Wolfie. I'll call you Anne. Okay. So Anne, it's like a really deep canyon, and in the summer, the water levels are really high on it, and the whole canyon is filled up with the water, and it's a big raging river, and you can go hiking and look at it. But in the winter, everything drains out of this canyon, and it's connected to a lake called Medicine Lake, and everything drains out of Medicine Lake too. I guess it's like really porous, and there's lots of limestone caverns and stuff in the area. So in the winter, when the water contracts, everything drains away, and this canyon just empties. And you can do walking on the frozen bottom of it, and then all these frozen waterfalls cover the sides where there's water runoff from Medicine Lake and stuff. It's really, really pretty, really, really cool place. So if you ever come to Alberta in the winter and you're like, it's cold here, bundle up and go do a ice canyon walk in Jasper. And I saw some more people sliding in here. Food Force Permaculture, hello, welcome. Happy Friday, happy weekend. It is Canadian Winter Travel Trivia today. And we've got Dwayne Wladyka with 1 point and In the Woods with Wolfie with another point. And that's all we're at so far. So we should move on to question number 3. Everyone's saying hi. No, these are not the same answers I sent you. I didn't send you any answers, bottle caps. You gotta use your noggin today. So question number 3. What famous ski resort in British Columbia hosted a large portion of the 2010 Winter Olympics? So what famous ski resort in British Columbia hosted a large portion of the 2010 Winter Olympics? Kind of on the coast area. Favorite of the Royals, and bottle caps got it. It is Whistler, the Whistler Ski Resort. Bottle caps. My real professional system of keeping track of points. Yes, so Whistler is the ski resort that had the 2010 Winter Olympics, or not all of it. The 2010 Winter Olympics were officially held in Vancouver, but because they needed some hills and mountains for some of the skiing, snowboarding, luge, those kind of events, they went out to Whistler. So that's one of the more famous ski resorts. Although Fernie, somebody dropped Fernie. Fernie is a really gorgeous place too. How is Texada? Wet? Well, it's not wet and rainy over here, that's for sure. Okay. So we've got 1 point for Dwayne, 1 point for In the Woods with Wolfie, and 1 point for bottle caps. And I hope you guys are learning some cool facts, and that makes you want to come visit me up in Canada in the wintertime. Okay, question number 4. Quebec City, so now we're going into the other side of the country. Quebec City opens a True Blue hotel made of ice from January to March, which features 44 rooms and suites, and guests can actually stay overnight in this hotel made of ice. I would love to try this one day. It's on my bucket list. So here's the really, really tricky question. What is the name of this hotel? This is where you test your French. So this is a hotel in Quebec City that is made purely of ice. So even like some of the seats are made of ice. The bar and the bar top is made out of ice. I think the bed frames are made out of ice, but then they actually have mattresses and blankets. Like you don't sleep legit on the ice. That's not Canadian, that's Quebec. Sorry, bottle cap, still counts. So does anybody know the name of this hotel made of ice? Pass. If you speak any French at all, this will be a very easy answer. If you don't speak any French, this will be harder. And Dwayne came up with the answer. It's very simply called Hôtel de Glace, and glace is ice in French, so ice hotel, it's literally called. they have one like that in Reykjavik. Yeah, there's actually a few ice hotels. There's one in, I think, Denmark too. They do an ice hotel. It's either Denmark or Norway. It's one of those countries. Oh yes, this is Mordigan. So they're kind of not super unique, but still, I mean, you can't find them everywhere. But I would really like to try and stay overnight in one. I hate being cold. You all know that. I've whined about it a lot so far this stream. But I think I would be willing to be cold for one evening just to stay in Hotel de Glace for a night. So Dwayne gets another point. Dwayne is pulling ahead with 2 points. And then 1 for In the Woods with Wolfie and 1 for Bottle Caps. Open one up in Alberta. We could have this week. What's wrong with his tail? He has a lion cut. Come here, Magoo. Come here, don't bite me. They want to see you. Such a jerk.
He is a jerk.
So he has a lion cut. So he has a little lion shave here, and then they leave his little booties, although it's growing out.
Cute.
And then he has a flag tail.
Cute.
I love it. I love it. He sheds less when he's like that, and he doesn't get mats everywhere. He's just a barn cat from my parents' farm. I don't really know if he's any sort of special breed, but he's cute.
Cute, and Mulligan's cute too.
Yes, we have another cat, a gray cat, and she's super fat. I don't know where she is right now. All right, everyone's saying hi to each other. I'm just gonna throw it out there that if you're just meeting some people in the chat and you like them, everybody is good people in the chat, by the way. Make sure you go check out their channel and connect with them. Say hi, leave a comment, give them a full watch, that sort of thing. Support the right way. I'm back and new. You're new? I'm glad you're back, Ralph. I was just saying, meet and greet all the people in the chat. And if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe, although I'm pretty sure everybody here is part of my crowd. Oh, and thank you for the clickety-clack, that thumbs up, Traveling Shintoist. Awesome. Okay, there's my PR plug. And we're going to move on to question number 5. So speaking of things built from ice, yes, Love Dwana, you're new. I knew that. So please feel free to subscribe if you're enjoying yourself. I'm going to try and do travel trivia every Friday.
Cute kitten.
If I have time. And then I'm trying this. I have a New Year's resolution to post every Wednesday and every Sunday, because that's how I started off last year, and then it kind of like pedaled off. But I'm going to try and be very consistent this year with posting and going live. So please feel free to subscribe, and I will check out your channel when the stream is done as well. So speaking of things built from ice, what kind of structure is built each winter in Edmonton's Harlech Park? Harlech Park. So it's a big structure built of ice in Harlech Park, which is like a floodplain park down by the river. And I'll give you a hint. I also have a video of us visiting this structure on my channel. It's not an igloo. It's something even more impressive than an igloo. They build it every year as far as I can tell. You can go explore. And Ralph's Trucking got it. Good job, Ralph. It is a castle. They legit build a castle with, 4 strong walls. It's got turrets and stairs, so you can walk up to the top of these turrets. And it has slides, and there's a fountain, a legit working fountain. And then they have a big fire pit. I don't know how the fire pit doesn't melt the whole thing, but you can go warm up in the fire pit. It's got like multiple slides. It has one slide with a crazy carpet that you can ride down. It's so cool, and they build it every year. What?
I made a mistake.
You need these apart? This is what this thing's for, love. Okay.
Do it apart?
Yeah, it slides it apart.
If we make mistakes?
Okay, so I'm going to write down Ralph's name before I forget. Ralph's Trucking. And then Loved One. I met you in a live stream. I don't remember, but I'm going to go check out your channel. Maybe that'll spark my memory. I apologize, but I don't remember meeting you in a live stream. I'm sorry.
Oh, what again?
Whiskey. Yes, whiskey is good with ice too. Merle's stream. Okay. Well, I'm gonna check out your channel anyways. I'm gonna watch your videos and stuff. So I always pay it forward. Eveline, hello, welcome. I am staying warm. Oh, I was staying warm. Somebody turned the fireplace off on me. Probably Parker when he was having his spaz.
No. It turned off by its own.
No, it did not. The switch doesn't flip by itself. It was probably Parker when he was having his little spaz. Anyways, I was staying warm with my fireplace, but thank you for coming, Evelyn. It was good to see you. Thank you for joining in, and we are doing our Canadian winter travel trivia. Just thought I would listen to your trivia because I want to visit Canada and Alaska.
Yeah.
Come to Alberta too. Alberta's got lots and lots and lots. We have the plains.
Look
We have
behind you.
We have the Badlands. We have the mountains. We have the foothills. You definitely have to come visit Alberta too, and then I can tour you around. Your fireplace looks like a flat screen television turned off. Kind of. It's very sleek looking. I do like it.
I turned it on.
Alberta has dirty tar pits. Oh, bottle caps. In -50 right now, I am super grateful for the energy sector. So let's not bash the energy sector right now. They're keeping me alive currently. My pleasure. Bring on the quiz. Okay, I'll stop chatting. Just, I don't want to miss anything in the chat, but I will stop chatting myself. So thank you, Ralph, for getting the right answer. The Ice Castle. And if you are curious about the Ice Castle, I have a video of us exploring it on my channel. So if anyone's like, I'd like to try that out, you can go check it out and see what it looks like. Question number 6. This is another unique Canadian winter travel adventure brought to you by Inuvik, which we've already established is in Northwest Territories. So you can spend 4 days in the Arctic, outside, all day in the Arctic, on a snowmobile, herding what kind of animals? So you could get really professional at herding these types of animals because you get 4 days of experience doing it. It is not elk. Nope. 54 Punchy got the answer. It is reindeer. So you can legit go reindeer herding and become a professional at it and help out Santa Claus by gathering his reindeer for him in the Arctic. So I thought that was interesting. On a snowmobile too. I wasn't sure how much the reindeer would like being herded by a snowmobile. It doesn't really sound very fair. But I think I would like to try that, even though I, once again, don't like being cold or being outside in the winter. But I would round up reindeer. Reindeer or polar bear. It was definitely reindeer. And caribou are not the same as reindeer, bottle caps. Caribou are they bigger? I think caribou are bigger. And reindeer have fuzzier horns. Penguins. Rounding up penguins with the snowmobile. Did you know in the woods with Wolfie, at the Calgary Zoo this week, caribou are bigger. Yeah, that's what I thought. At the Calgary Zoo this week, they could not let the penguins outside. It was too cold to let the penguins outside. So they were supposed to have this like penguin walk, and all these tourists and people bought tickets, and they had to cancel the event because it was too cold for the penguins. Like that's where I'm living right now. Canada doesn't have reindeer. It's reindeer. It's reindeer. Google it, bottle caps. They have a reindeer herding event. So I'm going to give that to 54 Punchy. Bottle caps. Oh, what is he doing up there?
I think he's throwing toys on the roof.
He is in such a bad mood. Oh, great. Now he's coming back down. Everybody, my son is coming back. Okay, question number 7. Going winter dog sledding is truly a must when visiting Canada in the winter. So dogs are trained to pull you along, and they're trained to go hard. What are they trained? Parker, stop. No. What are they trained not to stop and do when they are pulling you along on your sled? Something that most dogs would probably stop and do. What are dog sled dogs trained not to do when they are pulling you along? Because it's about dog sledding. I think, okay, I'm going to give it to In the Woods with Wolfie because he came up first with P. Although the answer that I had was poo. But it's the same, really. They are trained to not stop when they go to the washroom, which is bizarre. So I'm going to give that to In the Woods with Wolfie, even though I was looking for poop, but P is the same. Defecate, relieve themselves, that sort of thing. We went dog sledding when Abby was just a year old, maybe. And they said, just be prepared that if the dog has to go, it's just gonna go. We can't stop because otherwise we'd be stopping all the time with a 8 to 10 dog team. Hello, Miss Kathy. Sorry I did not see you slip in there. Thank you for joining in. Hello and happy weekend. And Vanessa Kitty, hello. Happy weekend to you both. Yes, obviously they can't chase squirrels or go fetch. But the answer that I was looking for was go to the washroom, basically. So when we went dog sledding, I had this little baby in my lap, and the dog right ahead of us had to go. So we went, and he pooped everywhere, and as he was running, and he was kicking up poop, and I was just hoping that it wouldn't fly in the air and hit us in the face. But I found that pretty shocking, and I kind of felt sorry for the dogs because I kind of got to try and go while they're running, but it was an interesting fact. And so if you ever decide to come dog sledding in Canada in the winter, prepare yourself for that because you're probably going to see that. Sorry, I'm just going to go back to the chat here. Everyone's saying hi to Miss Kathy and Vanessa Kitty. Fetch should be bad if they went fetch in different directions at the same time. Yes, it would. Oh, thank you, Miss Kathy. I just, my hair's wet and I have a child stuck to my back, but thank you. That's why you need to wear goggles. Yes, so gross. So yeah, I have a video of that too, and I actually caught that beautiful, cherished moment on film. Anne collects dolls. Nomadic Hippie, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining in on the chat. On the way to Tampa. I love Florida. I've only ever been to Miami down there, but I would go back right now for sure. I would go back. It's freezing here. Know nothing about Canadian winter, but wanted to stop by and say hi. Hello, Anthony. Thank you for joining. We can learn a lot about it just from the trivia. Hopefully I'm not discouraging anybody from coming to Canada in the winter. Hopefully I'm like making you a little excited to experience the cold, but also the fun. I wish I could stay and play your game. I'm in Walmart waiting in the checkout line. Well, thank you for joining. That's hardcore, Kathy, to stop by and say hi while you're in the Walmart checkout line. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and have a good weekend. What is happening here? You guys are so weird. Okay. So that was In the Woods with Wolfie, got that point. Awesome. Okay, question number 8. We're just flying along here.
Mama.
This is an easy one, so get your type and fingers ready. You should probably all know this. What is the official name of the Northern Lights, seen very frequently in Canada in the winter? Also in other countries, this is not just a Canadian phenomenon. But what is the official name of the Northern Lights, which you can see quite easily when you come visit Canada in the winter? And the traveling Shintoist with the fastest typing fingers on my chat screen with Aurora Borealis is the actual name, Aurora Borealis. So the traveling Shintoist with a point on the board. So this is a very even game, everybody, because right now we've got Dwayne with 2 points, In the Woods with Wolfie with 2 points, Bottle Caps, Ralph, 54 Punchy, and the Traveling Shintoist each tied with 1 point. So this is going to be a tricky one. Good job, everybody, with Aurora Borealis. I know down in the southern hemisphere, it has a different name. So Aurora Borealis is the name for the northern lights. And I can't remember if anyone knows what the name for the southern lights are called, but it's some sort of Aurora something something Alice. Okay, yes, refresh loved one if you want to continue playing the game. But if not, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And I will go reconnect myself with your channel once this is all over. So have a good weekend. All right, question number 9. We're 40 minutes into it, so I think I'm on a good pace. Which famous waterway? The next answer is beer. It is not. But I might need one after this child. Can you stop? Which famous waterway in Ottawa, Ontario allows its citizens to pretty much skate to work in the wintertime? Go away, please. I'm gonna throw this in the garbage.
What?
I'll throw it in the garbage.
Throw it? You didn't even throw it.
God, he's so annoying. So which famous waterway in Ottawa, Ontario allows citizens to pretty much skate to work in the wintertime? I will look at my chat because my child is distracted with Rideau Canal. I think I'm saying it. Rideau Canal? Rideau? I think it's Rideau. Rideau Canal in Ottawa. So they've got this canal in the downtown area in Ottawa, and in the winter it freezes up, and they go out and they'll drill and make sure that it's safe, and then they open it up for skating, and people can strap on skates, and they can basically skate from one end of the downtown to the other. You can go out and just skate for fun too. You don't just have to go to work. But it's kind of a cool concept. So you're just skating through the main area. That's something I've always wanted to try to do. The second pronunciation. Now I forget what I said. Rideau? Rideau? Rodeo?
Rodeo?
I should get a point just knowing a river in Quebec. But we're not in Quebec. It's in Ontario, bottle caps. You're so anti-Quebec today. Rideau Canal. Thank you, Evelyn. I've never been there, so that's why I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. Although I am horrible at pronouncing. I went to Scotland and I researched and researched before I went to Scotland, and then I was in Scotland for like 12 days, and I came home and I made videos about Scotland, and only last summer did I learn how to properly pronounce Edinburgh. Because somebody, I think it was my British friend, said Edinburgh, like that. I think it might have been just his accent. So the whole time I was in Scotland, I said Edinburgh. And then when I got home, I talked to people about Edinburgh, and I made videos on Edinburgh. And then last summer, somebody from Scotland, like so angry on one of my videos, so mad that I couldn't pronounce Edinburgh, and left this scathing comment. And I was like, okay, but I was in Edinburgh for like 10 days and nobody told me I was saying it wrong. Anyways, I'm horrible at pronouncing stuff. So it's like trying to pronounce my surname. I know, that's why I just call you Dwayne, because I don't want to slaughter it. Hello, Santos Chronicles. Welcome and happy Friday to you. We are almost done our Canadian travel trivia, but you can still jump in and try and get some of the answers. I hope you're doing well. Just take a big bite of haggis and then pronounce stuff with a Scottish accent. I did eat haggis. I liked it. They took it out of the stomach first, though, before I ate it. Okay, question 10. Oh, sorry. Who got number 9? Dwayne did, right? I was too busy talking. Who got the last answer first? It was you, Dwayne. It was you. And I wrote your name down just now. Okay, question 10. If there is a lot of snow, you can spend an afternoon building structures from it. The Inuit would cut blocks of snow to build igloos, but if you don't have a cutting tool, you can just pile the snow into a big hill and pack it down to make a what? What is that called? So it's like a reverse igloo. You pack all the snow in and pack it and pack it, pack it, pack it. And then you have to dig out the interior and scoop it out and hollow it out. And so it's a reverse igloo. It's not a snow fort. So igloo would be one of the traditional names. This would be the traditional names for that. And if you want a hint, I do have a video. We made one and I did a how-to video, even though mine was so small, Abby could barely fit into it. But there is the name of it on the video thumbnail. So kids would call it a snow fort or a snow hill, but there is an actual name for this structure so that if you Googled how to build it, you would be able to find actual instructions on how to build one of these using the proper name for it. A spa. My hope is once the kids get a bit bigger to make one that we can all fit into. It's not a snow. I'm looking for the official name for it. It would be, I guess, the First Nations name for it. Bank Den. Starts with a Q. It starts with the letter Q. One day I'd like to make a big one that we can all fit into. Snow doesn't last long enough in Kentucky, so I don't have a clue. Did you know that the Inuit have like 30 names for snow or something? They have all these different names to describe snow, and its texture, its color. I guess it's such a big part of their lives. What do you need, bud?
Can you put this on?
Yeah, it goes this way. Not a Kwanzaa. Oh, 54 Punchy got it. Good job. Why can't I get this on? It's called a Quincy. It's called Google. Is it on?
Yeah.
Okay. Good job, 54 Punchy. It's a Quincy. So Quincy or Quincy, it just depends on how you spell it. But that's the official name. If you're making one in your yard and you're impatient and you don't want to wait overnight for it to freeze, you can spray it with a hose and let it ice up a little bit before you start hollowing it out. But they're really fun to make. I made one in high school with my class. We had a really big snowfall once. I think I was in grade 11 or 12. And I went to a very small school in a village. It was just a village where I went to school at. And we went to the teacher's house. He taught us outdoor ed. And his house was on top of a hill. And so the whole bottom of the hill was just covered in snow. And so we did make snow tunnels and snow forts, but he taught us how to make a Quincy. And we made a big enough one that 5 of us could get inside. But there were 15 or 16 kids working on it together. Whereas the last time I tried to make a Quincy, I just had Abby and Parker helping me, and they both gave up very easily. So it was just me. So I'm going to add up the points, and we've got Dwayne with 3 points, and In the Woods with Wolfie with 2 points, and 54 Punchy with 2 points. And then Bottle Caps, Ralph, and the Traveling Shintoist each have 1 point. So good job. Dwayne, you won! Yay! Congratulations. The guy from Edmonton knows the most about Canadian winters. Surprise, surprise. He is suffering through this polar vortex with me. I want to thank you guys for playing. I'm going to stick around for 10 more minutes or so. Dwayne, if you want me to send you a lucky rabbit's foot, feel free to, you can either, message me on Twitter, or you can email me downtherabbithole@gmail.com if you feel comfortable sharing a mailing address with me. And if not, no worries. I understand the privacy thing and not wanting to share your address with people you don't know. So that's totally fine. But if you do want your lucky rabbit's foot, just let me know in an email or a direct message on Twitter or something like that, and I will send you one.
Mommy, look.
It's supposed to be +4 on Monday, so I can actually leave the house and move around town.
Mommy, look.
If the rabbit's foot smells funny, just throw it in the garbage. You're so mean, Bottle Caps. He's like my personal troll. Good job on the castle, love. Do you want to show everybody what you've been quietly building while I've been talking my face off?
There's stuff.
She did such a good job on her little castle.
Even it can open. The doors can open.
And there's Elsa. Good job. Now you've got a second level to do, don't you?
Yep. No, I don't. Look at how much Lego I still got.
There's a second level because they have bedrooms.
Yeah.
You have like 5 more bags of Lego that came with this. Lego, you people. This is like our first delve into Lego, like this size of Lego. My kids have been normally playing with this size of Lego. This is hard, y'all. This is no joke, putting together these Lego things. Like her instruction book is like 700 pages. And I think there's actually a second instruction book with another 700 pages. I don't know how people do this all the time. I hope she doesn't get addicted to Lego.
What's addicted?
Means that you want more and more and more.
Ooh, I love
Yeah,
Lego.
she's gonna. Anyways. My Twitter got hacked by the Russians. I didn't even know you had Twitter, bottle caps. My Twitter is doing fairly good. I think I'm at like 8,000 followers. So no in points. What? I'm not on Twitter more. My account. I knew that. I did know that. Sorry about that, Dwayne. Did you not start another one? You're just done with Twitter then? I wish I had instruction books when I was a kid. Had to figure out how to make Lego things. And I never got into Lego. Lots of friends had like, you could get the battle starships and that sort of thing. I was never interested in that. So this is my first time doing Lego with all these little tiny pieces and stuff. It's kind of fun, but at the same time, it's not. I tied with you 2 ATVs. Oh, poor Anthony Holmes. But I hope you learned a little bit about life in Canada. Yesterday we went out and had a ton of fun, even though it was minus like 43, I think, to minus 45 yesterday. We got all bundled up and we went in and out, in and out, in and out. And we did a bunch of little science experiments, things that have been kind of trending with Canadian winters. And I made a little video. I'm going to post that on Sunday. I did a poll and I said, should I post right away? I'm really excited about this video, or should I wait and stick to my schedule? And I think that's what I'm going to do, is just stick to my schedule, even though it's killing me inside a little bit. But I will post my winter video on Sunday, and you can see some of the fun stuff we got up to. My chat's not working. I like how you totally excluded British Columbia from Canada. I had a Whistler question on there. I tried to go across the whole country, bottle caps. And I did a lot of Alberta ones because I have been there and done those things. Whereas, like, I've never skated down Rideau Canal, and I've never stayed in a nice hotel, and I've never been up to Northwest Territories, and I've never actually been to Whistler. My sister was there for the 2010 Olympics. She was dating one of the biathletes. Is that the one where you like ski and then shoot a gun? So she was dating one of those guys. So she got to go to the Olympics, and she got to stay in the Olympic Village, which was kind of cool. Whistler Resort got bought by the Chinese. Ooh. It's still Canadian, though. It says Chinese owners. Evelyn is off to a snow festival tomorrow for a video. Minus 22, but probably hot now for you. I was like, you're Canadian when you're like, it's warmed up to minus 30. Isn't that sad, right? I'm so happy that it's warmed up to minus 30. I'm not sure if I can get back onto Twitter. It did not. So what if you like signed up with a new email? Could you start from scratch, Dwayne, or do you just not care? Like, you're done with Twitter? I would be mad if I had 5,000 followers and then I wasn't able to get back in. I wasn't any good trying to make my own Legos, so I just gave up. Yeah, this would be the most complicated I could do if I didn't have an instruction sheet. You stay at the North Pole, always cold up there. It is. I'm ready for summer. I feel like once Christmas is over, then we can just go straight back to summer, huh? Yeah? I don't know, Abby's making crying faces.
No, because you don't like winter. It's my birthday.
Well, I like your birthday. I don't like winter. Oh, my leg.
Well, what if it's not my birthday, but it's very close? You still won't like?
I said nothing about not liking your birthday. I'm a little sad there wasn't any Mackenzie brother questions, and I would have crushed this quiz. Who are the Mackenzie brothers? I don't know. You'll have to educate me. It's +6 where Bottle Caps is, so he's probably wearing 5 sweaters and has the fireplace on as well. I had over 5,300 followers, and I can't get back on. That sucks, Dwayne. Ray Sim, hello. Thank you for dropping in. We just finished our 10 questions for our Canadian travel trivia. So you can go back and watch if you want to learn about fun things to do in Canada in the wintertime. And Dwayne won the most points, so he gets the Lucky Rabbit's foot if he wants. And the movie Strange Brew. Oh, is that Rick Moranis? Is Rick Moranis in that one? Yeah, okay, Rick Moranis. And Dave Thomas. That's not the Wendy's guy, is it? Dave Thomas? Bob and Doug, alcoholics from Ontario. Where I was born was on a historic... Oh, I forgot about those historical minutes. Used to watch those in school all the time. Different Dave. Okay. Isn't his name Dave Thomas too, though? The Wendy's guy? Awesome, raised him. Now we're just chatting. I'm probably gonna hang it up in about 5 minutes so that we can get ready for Abby's birthday dinner. And I have some lovely cat litter that I need to clean out before my husband gets home.
Lovely cat litter?
Yes.
Blech.
I am the only one in my house that cleans it. Sucks.
Not even Dad Joseph?
Not even Dad Joseph. The Wendy's guy died. He choked on a hamburger. I don't think that's true, Bottle Caps. Ian Thomas, the musician, is brother to Dave Thomas. The Wendy's guy? Or the Strange Brew guy? Now I'm just confused. Too many Dave Thomases in the house. I'm gonna have to watch that Strange Brew again. I haven't watched that in a long, long time. It is, I just Googled it. For real? I don't believe you, Bottle Caps. Dave Thomas, Wendy's. Dave Thomas died. Does it say how he died? How did he die? Liver cancer! You liar, Bottle Caps. He had a long battle with liver cancer and died at 69. You jerk. Oh. Oh.
Dad
There's Dad.
Joseph! Dad!
Perfect timing.
Dad Joseph!
Yes, I did hear that the drummer from Rush passed away, and he wasn't very old, was he? Cheeseburgers give you liver cancer.
Dad, do you want to play?
He was in his 60s, wasn't he?
Yeah, late
Yeah.
60s.
That is not that
I
old.
didn't say old.
Dad, do you want to play a game with me?
Husband's here, everybody hide. We're doing so many bad things right now. Talking about Lego and
Dad? Wow, I think
67. See, that is not old. When you're 67, that's not
I
old.
didn't say old.
I want to live to be in my 90s. That's my
That
goal.
one.
this one.
All right, guys, because now it's going to turn chaotic. Now that everybody is home and everyone's here, I am going to say goodbye, and I hope you all have a fantastic weekend.
I'll miss you.
Hope you stay warm. And yeah, we're going to go celebrate a little 6-year-old's birthday. So I will talk to you hopefully all next week, next Friday at 3 p.m. Thank you all for coming, and I hope to see you again. And if not, I don't know.
And can you see me next Friday too?
Yes, all right. I guess Abby will be here in the live stream too. So bye, everybody. Have a
Bye.
fantastic night. I don't know how to turn it off when I'm on the live stream. All right, okay. I figured